Good evening, everyone. This is Robert RDL 518 welcoming you to another exciting edition of Inside Pitch. The 1976 season is on the air. Today's date is July 7th of 1976, and we are at Busch Stadium for a game tonight between the San Francisco Giants and the St. Louis Cardinals. This is the final game of the second scheduled block, as all teams have now been shown at least twice. Some, of course, more than that, but that is how I do it, so that everybody's team can get shown. And we are now going to start cutting certain teams out that are no longer in the playoffs, or I should say in the playoff running. We got a good one tonight. The Giants come in at 44-39, and they are in second place behind the Cincinnati Reds in the National League West. The Cardinals are 38-40. They are in fourth place of the National League East, but very much right behind the Pirates and the Mets for third or second. So they're very much alive. They are not out of it by any means. Tribe fan and Steeler fan join us here at Busch Stadium for tonight's baseball game. Glad to have you guys with us tonight. Hoping for a good matchup. The last couple of games have been pretty good, so why shouldn't a game between the G-Men and the Redbirds be any different? The Giants historically won this game 3-2. There were 14 hits and an error combined. Let's see what happens tonight. Starting pitcher for the St. Louis Cardinals will be Lynn Mclaughlin. 13 wins, 15 losses, a 3.91 ERA. He gets the call tonight, as Brian Patterson also joins us here at Busch Stadium. An important game for the Cardinals, trying to stay with the Mets and the Pirates in the National League East. The Giants hoping to stay close to the Reds, but the Reds we all pretty much know are going to win that division when it comes down to it. So let's get to the top of the first. Let's play some baseball. Leading off for the Giants will be Gary Thomason. He is in center field for this game. 259 average, 8 homers, 38 RBIs. We're using red and white dice as the Cardinals are the home team. Let's get to playing. And McGlothlen's first pitch is a 2-2. That's blank. Thomason will go ahead and swing, and I've already dropped the dice. How about that? Didn't take long for that to happen. Thomason 5-3, and he flies out to left. Out number one. Next batter for the Giants will be second baseman Marty Perez. 257 average, 3 homers, 32 RBIs. McGlothlen, let's see what he's got. 6-1, home run question mark. Perez is a righty. A 1-13 would be a home run chance. That is a 7. So we got a chance. Perez, though, against a righty is a 2. So on a 1, the only way Perez hits this one out is on a 2 or lower, and he does not. That's a 6. So that's going to be, the ball will be put in play, 3-4. And Perez does get a base hit to left. So he doesn't get the homer, but he does single to left field. Single for Perez. He'll go to first. The infield moves halfway. Coming up next for the Giants will be left fielder Gary Matthews. 279 average, 20 homers, 84 RBIs. Not too bad a season for him. Perez does have an attempt chance. And a 1, he actually has it, but Perez is a 9. -4 from McGlothlen is a 5, and I'm not even thinking about it. McGlothlen will pitch. 5-1 against a righty, strikeout 8. Got him. He strikes out Matthews. Strikeout number 1 from McGlothlen. Busch Stadium only subtracts 1 from strikeouts. That's all it does. And McGlothlen did have 106 strikeouts that year. 2 men out. The infield will go back to normal. Here is the right fielder, Bobby Mercer. 259 average, 23 homers, 90 RBIs, and 76. Anything on the bases? No. McGlothlen will go ahead and throw the ball. 5-2. That's a possible error. Mercer 1-4. That's a fly ball to right field. That is hit to Willie Crawford. Willie Crawford's error rating is a 3. That's a 15. He'll make the catch and with no problem at all and retire the side. No runs and a hits for the G-men. I'm sorry, they did have one hit. No runs and a hit. I'm sorry. They did get one hit, but that is all as we go to the bottom of the first. Pitching for the San Francisco Giants, John Montefusco, 16 wins, 14 losses, a 2.84 ERA. Only about one of about 30 pitchers that had ERAs under 3 that season. Leading off for the Cardinals will be center fielder Jerry Mumphrey, 258 average, a homer, 26 RBIs. Montefusco will deal 5-6, that's blank. Mumphrey takes a swing, 6-1, and he grounds out to short. So that is out number 1. Next up is the shortstop, Don Kessinger, 239 average, a homer, 40 RBIs. Montefusco will deal 1-5, that's a strikeout, the 13 no. Kessinger swings 6-3, and that's a star 3, and that's going to be a ground out to second. 2 down, and now the very dangerous left fielder Lou Brock. May he rest in peace. 301 average, 4 homers, 67 RBIs. Brock had a decent season in 76. Nothing wrong with those stats for the year. Pitch from Montefusco. 5-2, blank. Brock, 4-1. He flies out to center, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Montefusco. No score after 1. Hope everybody enjoyed their weekend. As we now move on to the top of the second. For the Giants, here is the first baseman, Darrell Evans, 205 average, 11 homers, 46 ribbies. McGlothlen, a 2-6 against the lefty. That's going to be a blank. Evans will swing 3-2, and that's a fly out the left. 1 man down. Third baseman Ken Reitz comes up, and he just recently passed away. 267 average, 5 homers, 66 RBIs. McGlothlen ready to deal. A 5-3, that's a blank. See what Reitz can do. 5-1, and he base hit right past second. Reitz will have a single. Another hit there for the Giants. Reitz will hold it first. Shortstop Chris Spire is up next. 226 average, 3 homers, 40 RBIs. Infield is halfway. Reitz not really a threat to steal. 17 doesn't say anything's going to happen anyway. McGlothlen will deal it. That's a 5-1. Against a righty, that's a strikeout chance. That 8 is going to be too high. Spire, 3-4. He flies out the left. Giants getting runners, but not able to move them over. Here is the catcher, Mark Hill. 183 average, 3 homers, 15 RBIs. Pretty much their backup catcher. But he got the call today for this game. Reitz on it first. 2 outs, anything happening on the bases. And that is a 4-no. McGlothlen will pitch. That's a 1-5 against a righty. Strikeout 16, no. Hill will swing away to 6. He line drive right to third, and Cruz will go ahead and take that and end the inning. Once again, the Giants get a hit, but they really can't do anything with it. And we go to the bottom of the second. How am I storing my team cards? There you go. Each pack is every one of my teams, every single I have every single set of inside pitch, and every team is in its own bag to protect it. I don't rubber band it. Each one also has its own logo. Okay, so I printed logos for every team for that specific year. And in the bag, on the back in the pack is the entire pack. When I go ahead and set up a game for a roster, the players that are not on the rosters, for that game, remain in the bag, and the rest of the team comes out. So, for instance, like, here's players that are on the Giants roster, but they are not in this game. So, I hope that answers your question there, Brian. Bottom of the second, leading off for the Cardinals will be the catcher, Ted Simmons, Hall of Famer. Meh, 291 average, 5 homers, 75 RBIs, still on the fence about him, still on the fence. Hall of very good, no doubt about that. Hall of Fame, I know Bob B keeps on arguing me about that. Montefusco, 4-2 against a switch hitter lefty. That's a walk chance. That 17, though, is going to be too high. Simmons, 4-2, and he lines out to second base. That's out number 1. Hits it right to second. Next up for the Cardinals is the right fielder, Willie Crawford. 304 average, 9 homers, 50 RBIs. You're very welcome there, Mr. Patterson. Montefusco, 3-2, walk, 2. Yes, that will walk Crawford. He will trot down to first. 1 out walk. That's the first walk issued by Montefusco. He issued 66 of them that year. Now, here's a guy that should be in the Hall of Fame, and that is first baseman Keith Hernandez. 289 average, 7 homers, 46 RBIs. Keith Hernandez should be in the Hall of Fame. I don't know what. I guess the writers don't like him for some reason. I don't get it. If you're going to put Harold Baines in the Hall of Fame, why is not Keith Hernandez not in there? Let's see. Infield is halfway. Crawford does have a slight ability to steal. He's not getting it there. Montefusco, 4-1. Against the lefty, that's a blank. Hernandez will swing, 6-3. Base hit to left field. That's a single. Crawford's base running rating is a 3. Single to left, -2. Left fielder for the Giants is Matthews, a 0. The only way Crawford can get to third is on a 1. And he'll stay at second with the 2. But a base hit by Hernandez. And that puts the Cardinals in business. Here's third baseman Heidi Cruz. 228 average, 13 homers, 71 RBIs. Nothing happening on the bases. Montefusco will pitch, 3-5. That's a home run question mark. Cruz a righty, a 1-14. That is a 12. Against a right-hander, Cruz needs an 8 or lower to send this one out. Does he do it? Kaboom! That ball is high. That ball is deep to center field, and it is gone. Home run, Heidi Cruz. He gets it with a 5. Stadium cheers. Yay! Heidi Cruz goes ahead and gets a hold of one there. He did have 13 of them. He had 13 homers that year, so he does go ahead and get that one. Montefusco pitched him a grapefruit, and he turned it into fruit salad. And just like that, the Cardinals are up 3-0 on a big 3-run jack by Cruz. So already we have an ahistorical score. Montefusco will have to deal with that one later. Here's second baseman Mike Tyson. No, not the boxer. 286 average, 3 homers, 28 RBIs. Cardinals have a 3-0 lead on a 3-run jack by Cruz. Montefusco, 3-5. Again with the home run with the question mark. Tyson is a righty, a 1-14. That too passes. Against Montefusco's a righty. Tyson needs a 5 or lower, and we got back-to-back jacks. No, it's a 16. He'll swing away 2-1, and he just flies out to right. He hits a high fly ball deep to right field, but Bobby Mercer's going to make the catch in the track, and that's out number 2. Here is the pitcher, Lynn McLaughlin. He batted .211 as a hitter. That's not bad. Earl Weaver special for the Cardinals. Yep. Montefusco will pitch. 5-5. That's an error possible. McGlothlen will swing. 2-4. That's a star 6. It's a fly ball to right field. Mercer's error rating is a 7. That's a 5. He's going to drop it. Oh, my. Bobby Mercer just dropped a fly ball out there in right. That is a drop fly ball. McGlothlen rounding first. McGlothlen rounding first on a drop fly ball. Completely misses that one. And McGlothlen's base running rating is a 1. Only on a 1 he can take second. No, he'll stay at first. Wow, Mercer drops that ball clean. A clean drop. And that's going to go as an E9, which allows McGlothlen to get the base. And that is the first error on the Giants. They did have one error in that game historically. So McGlothlen gets on base due to an error. And here's Jerry Mumphrey. Montefusco a little bit mad about that. Mumphrey is 0 for 1. McGlothlen really not a threat to steal. And nothing happening on the bases anyway. Montefusco will pitch. That's a 5-5. Again with the error chance. Murphy swings. 4-2. That's a base hit to left field. That's going to drop in for a single. Matthews' error rating is a 5. That's an 11. There won't be an error. McGlothlen's base running rating is a 1. Becomes a 2 with 2 outs. Left field -2. And Matthews is 0. There's no way McGlothlen can get to third. He will have to hold at second. But Mumphrey has a single. So now runners at first and second, and here's Don Kessinger. Kessinger is 0 for 1. So now let's see what the Giants want to do. They'll pitch to Kessinger with 2 outs. Anything happening on the bases? That's a 7, no. Kessinger, not much of a home run hitter. He did have 1 that year. Montefusco will pitch 2-4. That's a blank. Kessinger swings 2-1, and that's a ground out to second. The throw will go to first, and that will end the inning. 3 runs for the Redbirds on 3 hits. A 3-run jack by Heidi Cruz. And it's 3-0 in favor of the Cardinals. Third inning coming up. Leading off will be the pitcher, John Montefusco. He will bat 103 average. It's only the third inning. They will let him bat. McGlothlen, 5-3. That's a blank. Montefusco, 1-6. He strikes out. And that is strikeout number 2 for McGlothlen. And now here's Gary Thomason. Thomason is 0 for 1. McGlothlen, 4-6. Strikeout 13, no. Thomason will swing the bat, 5-3. He flies out to left again. Second time he's flown out to left field. That's the second out. Marty Perez is 1 for 1. He singled his first time up. Pitch from McGlothlen, 5-6. That's a walk chance. That 5 will do it, and Perez will trot down to first. First walk issued by McGlothlen. He had 62 of them. Now we'll see if Gary Matthews can keep the inning alive for the G-Men. He's 0 for 1. Anything on the bases? Nope. McGlothlen coming in. My Basement Media Productions joins us here at Busch Stadium. Yes, congratulations to Phil Mickelson winning the PGA Championship. How about that? McGlothlen will pitch. 4-1. That's a walk. That 12. Yeah, that walks Matthews, and now the Giants are in business here with 2 outs. As McGlothlen now walks his second batter. And that will allow Bobby Mercer to come up. He made an error out in the outfield. We'll see if he can make up for it. Mercer is 0 for 1. Nothing on the bases. McGlothlen ready to deal. And that is a 3-3. That's at the park. Busch Stadium will say 2-6. Fly ball center field. That'll be put away by Mumphrey. And that will end the threat. No runs this time. No hits. There were a couple of bases on balls. And we go to the bottom of the third. ID Jester joins us here at Busch Stadium. Mr. Kirk himself has joined us. Always an honor when ID Jester joins us for a game. And, of course, his Cardinals are on the board. So I know he would be very happy to see the score as he sees it right there. Bottom of the third here is Mr. Brock. Brock is 0 for 1. Montefusco will pitch. 4-2 against the lefty. That's a walk chance. That 2 will walk Brock. Didn't walk much against righties, but he walks there. He'll trot down to first. And that is the second walk issued by Montefusco. Infield will move halfway. Here is Ted Simmons. Simmons is 0 for 1. Brock definitely a stealing threat. An 11 or lower, he has a chance. A 20, Montefusco doesn't have a pickoff rating, but he does have a balk. No, he doesn't. But Brock doesn't go anywhere, so Montefusco will pitch to Simmons. 1-3. That's a blank. He's not tired. Simmons will swing. 5-6. Ground ball right back to Montefusco. Let's see if they turn the double play. 2-0, 3-4. And Simmons is hitting from the left side, so that's going to be shortstop pivot, which is Spire, -1. So a 1-3, they'll turn the double play. No. Brock will be thrown out at second, but Simmons beats the relay at first. 1 out. And that will bring up Willie Crawford. If you're wondering how the Cardinals got a 3-0 lead there, ID Jester, Heidi Cruz hit a 3-run blast in the bottom of the second inning. Heidi Cruz got a home run. How about that? Simmons on at first. Crawford is now up. Crawford's 0 for 0. He walked his first time up. The infield remains halfway. Nothing happening on the bases. Montefusco will pitch. 4-1 against the lefty. It's blank. Crawford swings. 5-5, and against a righty, that's a double to right field for Willie Crawford. Will that score Simmons? 2 base running rating, a double to right, -1, right fielder for the Giants. Mercer is a 0, so Simmons can only score on a 1. No, he will hold at third. And Simmons stays at when Crawford gets to second on a double. So runners at second and third now for Keith Hernandez, who definitely should be in the Hall of Fame. Let's see what the Giants want to do here. 3-0. Simmons really not a threat on the bases. His base running rating's a 2. They're going to keep the infield halfway. And that means Simmons' base running rating becomes a 1. They don't want to go all the way in for the problems of a range play. So 1 out. Montefusco will pitch to Hernandez. Hernandez is 1 for 1. He has a single. Anything on the bases? No. Peter Birds joins us here at Busch Stadium. Montefusco, 4-2 against the lefty. That's a walk chance. That 8, he will walk Hernandez, and the bases are loaded. A big chance here for the Cardinals. And stepping up to bat will be Heidi Cruz. He gets a big ovation here from Busch Stadium. He hit a 3-run jack. He would like to get another one. Let's see. Now the infield is going to play regular. They're going to play regular halfway. They're going to try to turn 2 to get out of it. They're not going to try an infield in double play. They're just going to try a regular halfway. And I may still try to throw Simmons out of the plate. We'll see what happens. Anything on the bases? And that is an 11, no. Montefusco will go ahead and pitch. 6-6. Error on a grounder. Oh, boy. Cruz will swing. 2-6. And that's going to be a base hit to center field. It's a single for Cruz. The ball is hit to center. That is Gary Thomason out there. His error rating is a 9. That's a 4. And that's going to be a single and an error. Holy cow. Giants falling apart. That's going to be a single and an E8 on an error on a grounder. So here's what happens. It's an automatic 2-base advance. So Simmons will come in to score. Crawford comes in to score. Hernandez goes to third. Cruz goes to second. Now, Hernandez has a base running rating of 3. Thomason has a 0. A 1-3, Hernandez will score. Yes, he does. And when you use the same die roll, and Cruz will go to third on the error. 3 runs come in on the single and the error, and it is now 6-0 Cardinals. Stadium cheers. EA. Heidi Cruz gets a single and an error as Thomason misplays it, and it goes back to the wall. Cruz is going to wind up on third. The runner does come in to score. It's 6-0 Cardinals, and that is the second error on the Giants in this game. And the Giants really do not want to go to the bullpen, but they may have to. Although that stadium cheering. Cruz is on third. The batter will be Mike Tyson. Still only 1 out here in the bottom of the third. 6-0 Cardinals. A gigantic error. But still, Cruz got a single. It still would have scored at least 2 runs, but because of the error, gave it an extra run. Montefusco, they're going to let him see if he can get out of the inning. They're going to keep the infield halfway. Montefusco, see if anything on the bases, a 20. Montefusco actually throws to third to get Cruz, and he balks him in. Oh, my Lord, he balked him in. Montefusco has a balk rating of 1. That is a 1, and Cruz trots on home. It's going to be a long game for the Giants. 7-0 Cardinals. They get the extra point and now lead by a touchdown. They call Montefusco for the balk, which allows Cruz to come in, and the fans here in St. Louis are just going to sit back and watch the excitement. Salvador America joins us here at Busch Stadium. So Tyson's still at the plate, but now the bases are empty. And the Giants right now not liking this game at all. Already up 7-0 here in a game historically that was only 3-2. Montefusco will pitch. 3-1. Strikeout 5. Got him. He gets Tyson on a K. That's out number 2. And I believe that is the first strikeout from McGlothlen. From Montefusco, it is. He had 172 of them in 76. That's his first K. And speaking of McGlothlen, he's the next batter. McGlothlen is 0 for 1, but he reached on an error his first time up. Believe it or not. Montefusco will pitch. 2-5. Strikeout 15. Yeah, got him. He struck him out. McGlothlen didn't strike out totally so much with a 16, but a -1 from a 15 that will still get him out. Strikeout number 2 from Montefusco, and that disaster of an inning is over for the Giants. 4 runs on 2 hits, an error in the outfield, and a balk. At the end of 3, the Cardinals have a 7-0 lead on the G-Men. It's going to be one of those games. But you guys know here at RJL 518, no game is over till it's over. Top of the fourth, here's Darrell Evans. He'll lead off for the G-Men. He is 0 for 1. McGlothlen will deal 5-1. And against the lefty, that's blank. Evans will swing 3-3. And that's a base hit to right field. So Evans gets a leadoff single. The Giants got to start trying to get some runs in here. Next up will be Ken Reitz. Reitz is 1 for 1. He singled his first time up. Infield will move to half. Am I rolling a strat? No strat roll. No strat roll, and both teams are now in runner safe mode. Unless there's a chance to score, then I make the call on that. McGlothlen, 5-6. Walk, 9. Oh, that's right on it. That's right on it. I'm going to re-roll. That's a 20. Nope, no walk there. McGlothlen will pitch. Reitz will pitch 1-4. Base hit center field for Reitz. He gets a single. Darrell Evans' base running rating is a 4, but since the infield, but they are down by 7 runs, so that is an automatic hold. I will not have Evans go to third. He will automatically hold at second. Don't want to get thrown out, as that is the new rules, the new beta rules, of course, by Chris Davis of Inside Pitch. Since Evans did not have a chance to score, I'll hold him automatically at second. You need base runners. Here's Chris Spire. I mean, you're down 7-0 here in the fourth. Spire is 0 for 1. The infield will remain halfway. That is a 4 on the die. Nothing happening there. Actually, I shouldn't be rolling strat. McGlothlen will pitch. 6-6. Strikeout. 16. No. Spire will swing. 5-6. Ground ball to third. Let's see where it was hit to. And that ball is hit in the hole. So a double play chance will go from second to first. Spire 3-0-4. Second base for the Cardinals is Tyson. He has a 0. A 1-4, they turn the double play. No, they don't on a 5. Evans will get to third. Reitz is thrown out. Spire beats the relay. 1 out. So 1 man down, they can't turn the double play. So on that fielder's choice, the batter now will be Mark Hill. Hill is 0 for 1. Infield remains halfway. 7-0 Cardinals. Already looks like another blowout. 1-6 from McGlothlen. Hit by pitch. 19. No way. Hill will swing. 5-5. Star 5. That's a fly ball to left field. Fly out to left. That's out number 2. Hill's sacrifice fly rating is a 3. He will bring in Evans. So Evans will come in to score. And the Giants get on the board. And they needed that. So that goes as a sacrifice fly. And it is now 7-1. Spire, of course, stays at first base. John Montefusco is the next batter up, but he is going to be gone. They are taking him out early. So the Giants will bring on a pinch hitter. It will be Larry Herndon. 288 average, 2 homers, 23 RBIs. Herndon will go up against McGlothlen here in the top of the fourth as Montefusco leaves very early. So the Giants will go to the bullpen. Spire on it first. And now I'm back to rolling a strat. It's a 6-run difference. The 3 says nothing happening. McGlothlen will pitch. 1-5 against a righty. Strikeout. 15. No. Herndon. 1-4. Ground ball to second base. That ball will be thrown to first. And that will end the inning. 1 run for the Giants on a couple of hits. A sacrifice fly. It's now 7-1. Remember, in my games, no game is ever over until it is. As you guys know that for sure. Leading off for the Redbirds will be Jerry Mumphrey. He is 1 for 2. Giants need a pitcher. It's the 4th inning, so I can bring in a starter that relieved if I want to because of that. What's a rule I have? Let's see who they're going to bring in to pitch. Now, let's see. They got switch hitter left. Who to bring in? I think they're going to bring in a lefty. Coming on to pitch for the Giants is going to be Mike Caldwell. 1 win, 7 losses, 2 saves, a 4.86 ERA. The Giants' bullpen is really nothing to talk about. Jerry Mumphrey leads off for the Cardinals. Caldwell's pitch, 4-6, and that's a double question mark. Mumphrey, a switch hitter hitting from the right side. A 1 to 20 is a single right up the middle. That's a 9. That's a single. Not a problem. Mumphrey goes to first. Mike Caldwell comes up and gives up a leadoff base hit. And now here's Don Kessinger. Kessinger is 0 for 2. Infield will move to halfway. I am rolling a strat. Mumphrey actually does have a chance to steal, but I don't think he would do it anyway. 17, no. Caldwell will pitch. 6-1 against a righty switch. That's a blank. That is a blank. Kessinger hitting from the right side. He will swing, though, 6-5, and that's a base hit past second for a single. Mumphrey's base running rating is a 4, and he will make third. Mumphrey goes to third, a base hit by Kessinger. And it looks like the Cardinals want to put a little hurt on the Giants tonight. Here's Lou Brock. Brock is 0 for 1. He walked his last time up. Infield is still going to stay halfway. They're pretty much going to let Mumphrey come in. The Giants now already thinking about tomorrow, but you never know. Let's see. Let's roll the strat, see if anything happening. A 20. Caldwell has a pickoff chance. He throws to first. No, he gets back. Caldwell will pitch. 5-4 against the lefty. That's a base hit right back up the middle through the box. Caldwell against the lefty. There's a single one. Brock sends it right up, and that's a single for Brock. Mumphrey comes in to score. Kessinger's base running rating is a 3. He'll have to hold it second on a single past the pitcher. Brock is on first. And the Cardinals now have a very healthy 8-1 lead. So 3 straight base hits. Now the batter is Ted Simmons. As the Cardinals looking right now, looks like they're just going to be going to make it very tough for the Giants here. Kessinger on at second, Brock on at first. Caldwell still pitching, although the Giants pretty much already think this game is in the trash can. No more strat roll. Caldwell will pitch. 5-3, that's a blank. Simmons swings. 4-6, base hit right back to second base. That is a single for Simmons, and the hits just keep on coming. Single 4, will that score Kessinger? Yes, it will. Kessinger's base running rating is a 3. He comes in to score. Brock's base running rating is a 3. He will go to third. Simmons to first, and it is now 9-1 Cardinals. Sorry, guys, it looks like we got another blowout. Of course, you Cardinals fans should be enjoying this. Four straight base hits given up by Caldwell. The batter now is Willie Crawford. And I don't know how much longer they're going to keep Caldwell in there. He can't get anybody out. But whatever. Infield still stays halfway. As the Giants have already, now the Giants down 9-1 here in the 4th. Caldwell will go ahead and pitch. And that's a 4-3. Wild pitch. 17, no. Ball 1. Ball 1. Hill stops that one. Caldwell will pitch again. 6-4. Range play. Oh, that's what the Giants needed right now. Crawford, 3-1. Base hit to left field, but that is a range play to Gary Matthews. And guess what, people? His range is a 1. Not a chance. That's going to be a single to left, a base hit for Crawford. Brock comes in to score. It is a single to left. Simmons has no chance to come in, has no chance to score. It's station to station. It'll automatically stop at second. And the Cardinals are just racking it up. It's going to be one of those games. 10-1 Cardinals. And that's it for Caldwell. As he comes in and doesn't get a single out. The next batter is Keith Hernandez. Giants will probably go with a right. They got Hernandez and still nobody out, so they got a lefty right. Coming on to pitch for the Giants is going to be Rob Dressler. He has relief appearances. We're still in the 4th inning. 3 wins, 10 losses, a 4.43 ERA. Rob Dressler will pitch to Keith Hernandez here. 10-1 Cardinals. Infield is still halfway. Giants can't get a single out. Hernandez is 1 for 1. Dressler will pitch. 6-2. Strikeout 9. That does get Hernandez. Struck him out. 1 down there. Gets a K. Next up is Heidi Cruz. Cruz having a heck of a night tonight. A home run, a single, and an error. He actually has 6 of the 10 RBIs for the Cardinals in this game. Infield staying halfway. Dressler will pitch. And that's a 5-1. Range play. Cruz. 2-2. Fly ball to left field. That again is hit to Matthews. His range is a 1. Nope. Single or double. That's a double for Heidi Cruz. Ted Simmons will automatically come in to score. Crawford's base running rating is a 3. He does have a chance to score, even though of the rule. So base running is a 3. Matthews is a 0. And a double to left field -1 is a 2. There is a chance to score, but I'll let Crawford stop at 3rd. Cruz will hold at 2nd. It's now 11-1. And the fans here at Busch Stadium are just sitting back and enjoying a cold one right now. Yes, ID Jester. Heidi Cruz is now a triple away from a cycle. If he does, he would be the 2nd player in my season to get one. Mike Schmidt got a natural cycle, the first one I ever rolled. And Cruz does. And if you're wondering if Cruz has a chance for a triple, yes, he does on that card. And here at the stadium is very possible. It is now 11-1. No matter who the Giants put on the mound, it's not mattering. Here's Mike Tyson. Tyson is 0 for 2. The infield now is going to play back. Just try to get an out here. And actually, they're going to go ahead. They're going to walk Mike Tyson and bring on the pitcher, Lynn McLaughlin. And I think if you're the Giants, why not? It doesn't matter right now. So an intentional walk, they'll pitch to Lynn McLaughlin. McGlothlen will definitely swing. He's got a 10-run lead, so he is feeling great right now, which allows a halfway double play to come up. Although McGlothlen didn't hit any, I guess. He had a 0 double play, but they'll still call the infield half. Actually, they'll call the infield half. Dressler will pitch. 4-1. Error on a grounder. McGlothlen, 1-2. Oh, my Lord. McGlothlen, a 1-2. That's a double to right field for McGlothlen. That is a double. Crawford will come in to score. Cruz comes in to score. Mike Tyson does have a chance to score. Double to right. Base running rating 3, -1. Right fielder for the Giants is Mercer's a 0. It's a 2. I'll hold him at third. No need to try to get him to score. Lynn McLaughlin hits a double. It is now 13-1. As the St. Louis Cardinals are right now embarrassing the San Francisco Giants. A double for McGlothlen. As he gets into the act. You never know, Heidi Jester. You never know. 13-1 Cardinals. And now here's Jerry Mumphrey as the Cardinals have batted around. Rob Dressler still pitching. And the Giants right now have pretty much thrown this game into the trash can. The infield is going to play back. They're just going to go ahead and just get some outs here. Dressler will pitch if they can. 3-5. That's a blank. Mumphrey will swing. 1-5, single into center field. That's a base hit for Mumphrey. He gets his second hit of the inning. Tyson will score. McGlothlen, single to center. He's going to stop at third. He's got a base running rating of 1. He'll stop at third. And Mumphrey will hold it first. It's now 14-1. And right now, the Cardinals are on pace to having the biggest blowout in my league this year. The Mets had a game of 16-3 against the Padres. Right now, the Cardinals have now tied the difference of 13 runs. Cardinals now lead 14-1. As Mumphrey gets a single, Dressler can't believe it. Here's Don Kessinger. Kessinger got a base hit his first time up in this inning. McGlothlen went to third automatically. That's 7 runs in the inning. We did have a 9-run inning only about last week. We had a 9-run inning. Can the Cardinals eclipse that? There's still only 1 out. Dressler will pitch. 6-2, strikeout 5. Got him. He gets Kessinger on a K. And that is 2 outs. And the only outs made were strikeouts. And now Lou Brock. Brock hit a base hit his first time up in this inning. Now 2 outs. Dressler. 1-5. That's a walk. That 12. No. Brock will swing. 1-4 against a righty. That's a fly out to left field. Ball is hit to Matthews. He gets under it, and he makes the catch. And the inning, mercifully, is over. 7 runs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 runs on 7 hits. A walk. As the Cardinals right now have a very good, I think they got a pretty good chance to win this game. After 4, 14-1. 7 runs. They do not beat the record right now this year, which is 9. And we go to the top of the 5th. 5th inning coming up. Leading off for the Giants will be Gary Thomason. McGlothlen has a 13-run lead. I think they'll keep him in there until his arm falls off. Thomason is 0 for 2. McGlothlen, and let's see, 2-2. That's a blank. Thomason will swing. 5-2. Star 2. Ground out to first. Out number 1. That would be demoralizing if you go 1-2-3 this inning. Here's Marty Perez. Perez is 1 for 1, singled and walked. McGlothlen will go ahead and pitch. 4-4, and that's a blank. Perez will swing away. 5-3. That's a ball hit to right field. That is a 5 against a righty. Perez gets himself a double. He'll hold at second base. Perez now has his second hit. That's a double. He'll hold at second. A chance now for Gary Matthews, who couldn't make any range plays out there. He's 0 for 1. He's 0 for 1. He walked his last time up. No strat roll, obviously. McGlothlen, 1-5 against a righty. Strikeout 11. Yes, got him. Matthews is a 12. -1 from Busch Stadium makes him an 11, and he will go down. And that is strikeout number 3 from McGlothlen. 2 down. Bobby Mercer will be next. He's 0 for 2. McGlothlen ready to deal. And that is a 4-3. That's a walk. That 20 is out of there. Mercer, 2-2. And against a right-hander, Mercer grounds out to second base. That'll get picked up by Tyson. He'll throw to first to end the inning. No runs for the Giants. They do get a hit halfway through this game. 14-1 Cardinals. Bottom of the 5th. Rob Dressler. Let's see. Leading off for the Cardinals is Ted Simmons. Simmons is 1 for 3. Dressler, how many batters he pitched to? He pitched to, they got to take him out. Giants are going to go to the bullpen. Let's see who they're going to want to bring out to pitch. Coming on to pitch for the Giants will be John DeKisto. 3 wins, 8 losses, no saves, a 5.35 ERA. He becomes the 4th Giants pitcher. And since we're still in the 5th inning, I'll still use a starter if necessary in this case, but he had relief appearances. John DeKisto will pitch to Ted Simmons here, bottom of the 5th. Giants, let's see, DeKisto, 4-4 against the switch hitter left. That's a walk +10. That will walk Simmons. Simmons draws a leadoff walk. He'll go to first. And now Willie Crawford. Crawford is 2 for 2, a double and a single. Cardinals always seem to be involved in my high-profile games. In that game against the Expos in 1985, the craziest game I ever rolled, Cardinals were involved. Cardinals always seem to be involved in crazy games that I play. DeKisto will pitch. Of course, there's no strat. 3-4, again with a walk +10, and that will walk Crawford. And now runners at first and second. I guess I didn't realize DeKisto has 101 walks and 53 strikeouts that year. Runners at first and second. Here's Keith Hernandez. The Cardinals already looking to add more, like they need any more. Hernandez is 1 for 2, singled and walked. DeKisto will pitch. 6-6. That's a double question mark. Hernandez a lefty. A 1-5 would be an automatic out. The 20 is too high. Hernandez will swing. 2-1. That's a ball hit to center field. That is a 5 against the righty. Hernandez just smacked a double. Hernandez smacks a double. Simmons will come in to score. Crawford's base running rating's a 3. I'm automatically going to stop him at third. There's no need for him to come in. And it is now 15-1 in favor of the Cardinals. Something tells me this could be the longest 9-inning game I ever have due to the amount of hits and runs. 15-1 now as Hernandez gets a double. Runners will advance station to station. No need to bring him in. And now here's Heidi Cruz. Cruz has a home run, a single, and a double. He's a triple short of the cycle. He can get one. He has one on his card, and Busch Stadium could give him a triple. Runners at second and third. 15-1. I hope I have enough markers for this. I should. Hernandez will bat. Is at second base. Crawford at third. And we're going to let Taquisto pitch. 6-2. That's a blank. Cruz will swing. 5-6. He pops out to short. That's out number 1. First time they got him out, he pops out to short. 1 away. And now here's Mike Tyson with runners at second and third. Taquisto will pitch. 3-4. That's a walk plus 10. That 14 will walk Tyson, and the bases are loaded. And now the batter is Lynn Mclaughlin, and he will come up to bat. The infield will go halfway. McGlothlen got into the hitting ability. He had a double his last time up, and that should be picked up by my mom, which it is. He had a double last time up, so with the only one who has not gotten a hit is Tyson, but he was intentionally walked his last time up. Bases loaded. I can't see taking Taquisto out with the pitcher at the bat, but then again, all those walk plus 10s, he's done. Taquisto coming out of the game. The Giants will go to their 5th pitcher. And they're going to go with Dave Heaverlo. 4 wins, 4 losses, a save, a 4.44 ERA. Dave Heaverlo will be the 5th Giants pitcher in this game. Bases loaded. McGlothlen will bat. Why not? Heaverlo will pitch. 5-2. Possible error. McGlothlen will swing. 5-1. Star 3. That's a ground ball to third. That ball is hit to Reitz. His error rating is a 9. That's a 12. There will not be an error. The infield is halfway. They're going to try to get the 2 outs. They're going to try to get the 2 outs. McGlothlen 0-0-1. And the second baseman for the Giants is Perez, and he has a 0. The only way they get a double play is on a 1. Nope. That's going to bring in Crawford. Crawford will come in to score. Hernandez will go to third with a base running rate with a die roll of 2 and a base running rating of 2. Tyson will actually make second. The throw goes to first to get McGlothlen, and he is the out. 2 down. So they do not go at, they just go to throw to first to get the out. And it is now 16-1 Cardinals. And now the batter is Jerry Mumphrey. Mumphrey is 3 for 4 tonight, 3 singles. Heaverlo will pitch to Mumphrey. 5-3, strikeout 2, got him. He gets Mumphrey, struck him out, and that inning is over. 2 runs for the Cardinals on 1 hit, only 1 hit, and 3 walks. 16-1 after 5. Not a good day if you're a Giants fan. Sometimes you get the bear, and sometimes the bear gets you. Top of the 6th, Darrell Evans leads off for the G-men. McGlothlen feels a little tightness, I think. It's because he was on the bench for 45 minutes, pretty much, while that other inning was going on. Evans is 1 for 2. McGlothlen still has some gas in a tank, but they'll probably keep him out there until he can't pitch no more. McGlothlen, 6-3, error on a grounder. Evans will swing 4-1, ground ball to second base. That ball is hit to Tyson. His error rating is an 8. That's a 14. He's got it. Throws to first, out number 1. No error by Tyson. And here's Ken Reitz. Reitz is 2 for 2, 2 singles. McGlothlen, 3-6 against a righty. Strikeout 2. Got him. He gets Reitz. Struck him out. Strikeout number 4 from McGlothlen. And now here's Chris Spire. Spire is 0 for 2. McGlothlen ready to deal. 4-1. Walk. 10. Yes, he does walk Spire. He'll trot to first. And a chance now for Mark Hill. Hill is 0 for 2. Spire on it first. McGlothlen will pitch. 2-1. Strikeout 20. Nope. Hill will swing. 5-4. And that's a star 6. He flies out to right. And that ends the inning. Nothing for the Giants except a walk. Bottom of the 6th. 16-1 in favor of the Redbirds. In another one of those games. Dave Heverlo is going to stay out there, and he may pitch till he's tired. He's due to bat first in the 7th. Don Kessinger leading off for the Cardinals. You guys wonder when I do substitutions. I usually don't. Let him play. Heverlo will pitch to Kessinger. 2-4. That's a blank. Kessinger swings. 6-6, star 1, ground out to first. And that is out number 1. Heverlo is now tired, but we'll see how long he can go. Brock is next. He is 1 for 3. Pitch to Brock. Heverlo, 3-2 against the lefty. Base hit right up the middle. That's right off of Heverlo's card, and Brock sends a single right up the middle. He'll go to first. That's his second hit of the game. The only time the Cardinals did not get a hit was in the first inning. And now here's Ted Simmons. Heverlo will continue to pitch. The infield is halfway now. Heverlo, 2-1. That's a blank. Simmons will swing. 3-1. Fly ball right field. Out number 2. Here's Willie Crawford. Crawford is 2 for 2. A single, a double, and walked twice. Brock's still on it first. He's not going anywhere. Now 2 outs. The infield is back. Heverlo will pitch. 2-2. That's a walk. That one will walk him. He walks Crawford. And now runners at first and second. Crawford walks for the 3rd time in this game. And now Keith Hernandez gets a chance to play. Or gets a chance to hit. Hernandez is 2 for 2 himself. Single, double, walk, and struck out. Heverlo's going to stay out there. The Giants got to use their pitchers. Of course, they're down by 15 runs. I really don't think it matters. Heverlo will pitch. 5-2. Possible error. Hernandez will swing. 4-5. Single into center. Single past second. Now, that is not an error. That's now a possible infield single. Hernandez's base running rating is a 3. So it's a slow rolling grounder to second on errors and errors on grounders now. So it's a possible, so Hernandez can be thrown out at first. His base running rating is a 3. Is he safe or out? He's safe. He gets there. And the runners advance 1 base. It is an infield single for Keith Hernandez. Anytime an error and an error on a grounder come up, and S1 to S6 is not an error anymore. It's now a possible infield single. And the bases are loaded for Heidi Cruz. 2 outs, bases loaded. Bob B joins us here at Busch Stadium, and I know he loves that score. Yeah, you'll have to watch the replay, absolutely. Bases loaded, Heidi Cruz. A home run, a double, and a single. A triple gives him the cycle. Heverlo is going to pitch. He's going to pitch to Cruz. 2 outs. Heverlo is tired. It really doesn't matter right now. Heverlo will pitch. 5-6. That's a blank. Cruz will swing. 4-2. Double the left field. Cruz continues to have the game of his life. That's a double to left. Brock comes in to score. Crawford comes in to score. I'll hold Hernandez up at third automatically. He doesn't need to come in. Cruz holds at second. 18-1. Heidi Cruz, he's having a game of his life. 2 doubles, a single, a home run. And it is now 18-1 in favor of the Cardinals. And now I can tell for sure 18 runs is the most ever scored in any game I played since I started doing this. The batter is Mike Tyson. And that's it for Heverlo. They got no choice. They got to take him out too. This is where I would bring in a position player probably to pitch, but let's see. Giants are running out of pitchers. Coming on to pitch for the Giants is going to be Charlie Williams. And we're going to see a double switch here because the Giants need Williams to get some innings here. So Charlie Williams is going to come in. And we're definitely going to see a double switch. Williams was due to bat. The pitcher was due to bat first. So let's see what we're going to do here. Williams is going to take over. Let's see. Going to take over Mark Hill's spot. So Williams is going to bat. The pitcher is going to bat 8th. Mark Hill's going to come out. And taking over at catcher will be Dave Rader, and he'll bat 9th. And if you give me a moment, I got to get that on the score sheet. So timeout on the field for a double switch. So Charlie Williams will bat 8th. Dave Rader will bat 9th, and he'll play at catcher now for the double switch. 18-1, Mike Tyson against Charlie Williams now. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. Tyson has yet to join the hit parade, but he's walked twice. As Michael Peterson joins us here at Busch Stadium. Yes, you have to watch this one. Williams will pitch. 5-1. Error on a throw. Man, Giants are just not getting it. Tyson will swing. 5-5. That's a ground ball to third. It's a ground ball to third base. The third baseman is Reitz. His error rating is a 9. That's a 4. It's going to be an error, and the throw goes to first. It is an error. Evans' range is a 3. Does he prevent the ball from getting by him? No, he doesn't do that either. So here's what happens. Hernandez comes in to score. Cruz goes to third. Tyson goes to first. Cruz's base running rating is a 2, so the ball get past him on a 2 or lower, he scores. No, he doesn't. Tyson's base running rating is a 3 well, actually, that was a 3, so Tyson will advance to second on the error, but Cruz stays at third. You gotta be kidding me. An E5. That is the third error on the Giants. A throwing error by Ken Reitz to first, and Evans couldn't play it. It went to the backstop. And you still have to roll to see if anybody will score, and that doesn't happen. Runners at second and third, and the score is now 19-1. The batter is Lynn Mclaughlin, the pitcher, and he'll bat. Charlie Williams just goes ahead and hangs his head, says it's just one of those games. It's just one of those games where you just take the game film and throw it into the trash can. You can't learn anything from that game. McGlothlen is 1 for 4. He's been up 4 times, and he's probably going to finish the game. Williams will pitch to him. 4-5. That's a walk. That 4, no. McGlothlen will swing. 4-2. Line drive right to third. Reitz will make the catch and end the inning. 3 runs on 3 hits and an error, which allows a run to score. 19-1 after 6. You gotta be kidding me. But it's happened. I have seen games like that. Absolutely, they do happen. Yeah, Busch Stadium cheers. Yay! We can't cheer anymore. Someone stop the madness. 19-1. That's the most runs ever in any game I've done. Top of the 7th for one team. For one team, I should say. That is the biggest deficit right now in any game, 19-1. Leading off for the Giants will be Dave Rader, the catcher. He comes in to replace Mark Hill on the double switch. Let's see, 2180. 8 plus 1. So Dave Rader now bats in the 9th position. McGlothlen will go ahead. Will this be a good tutorial on base advancement rules? In a way, McGlothlen will pitch. 1-5 against the lefty, that's blank. Rader will swing. 5-5, star 2. He grounds out to first. 1 man down. And now here's Gary Thomason. Thomason is 0 for 3. McGlothlen is now tired. And they're going to let him pitch until his arm falls off. McGlothlen. 2-5, strikeout 10. Yes, got him. He gets Thomason. Struck him out. Strikeout number 5 from McGlothlen. 2 down. And here's Marty Perez. Perez is 2 for 2. He's got a single and a double and a walk. McGlothlen ready to deal. No mercy rule. Nope, no mercy rule. McGlothlen 3-3. That's at the park. Busch Stadium says 2-3. That's a star 5 and a fly out to left, and it's a 1. That's so demoralizing. It's a 1-2-3 inning on the Giants. So after allowing all those runs and hits, you just get put away 1-2-3. We are at the 7th inning stretch. Take me out to the ball game. I'll be right back. Don't forget, we got 10-minute ticker whenever this game decides to get over. We got that coming up tonight. And tomorrow night, we begin our next schedule block. However, some of the teams I really didn't want to put on the board are going to go on the board because I've gotten a few suggestions from email. Tomorrow night, we will be at Tiger Stadium as the Kansas City Royals will take on the Detroit Tigers. And we got a great pitching matchup. Dennis Leonard is on the mound for the Royals, and Mark Fidrich is on the mound for the Tigers. Dave at Baseball Demos definitely wanted me to play one game with the Bird at least, although the Tigers right now are really not in the playoff hunt at this time. But I will go ahead and put Fidrich on the board because I know we wanted to see this game. So tomorrow night, the Kansas City Royals and the Detroit Tigers, and a good pitching matchup, Dennis Leonard against the Bird. So don't miss that game. That should be a lot of fun, definitely as well. Bottom of the 7th, 19-1 Cardinals. Charlie Williams is going to stay out there as long as he can. Here's Jerry Mumphrey. Mumphrey is 3 for 5. And something tells me I'm going to have to make another scoring thing here. I'm pretty sure here. Hold on. Another scoring column, which I can do easily. Charlie Williams will pitch. 3-3. That's at the park. Busch Stadium. 6-5. Single and just past the shortstop. It's a base hit from Mumphrey. No matter what the Giants try to do, it ain't working. Mumphrey has his 4th hit of the game. He's now 4 for 6. And here's Don Kessinger. And right now, the St. Louis Cardinals are just plain having fun. Kessinger is 1 for 5. Mumphrey on it first. Williams will pitch. Of course, there's no strat. 6-3. That's a blank. Kessinger will swing. 5-3. That's a ground ball to short. Let's see if they turn a double play. 3-0. The infield would be halfway, so 4. Second base for the Giants is Perez. It's a 0. A 1-4. They turn the double play. No, they can't even get that. It's a 5. Mumphrey thrown out at second. Kessinger safe at first. 1 out. Anything the Giants are trying to do, it just is not doing it. A 1-4. They still can't turn a double play. And here's Lou Brock. Brock is 2 for 4. 2 singles. He did walk. The only thing San Francisco did right was show up. Infield is still halfway. Williams will go ahead and pitch. 5-1. Error on a throw. Brock, 3-3. That's a ground ball to short. Oh, boy. Ground ball to short. The ball has hit the spire. Spire's error rating is a 7. That's a 7, and he's going to make an error. Oh, boy. That's going to be an error, and that throw is going. Now we've got to find out where this ball was thrown to first. So we know there's an error on a throw. We got to find out where the ball was hit to. First, we got to see if it would have been a double play. So you do. So we still check to see a double play. 3, 0, 4. Second base was Perez is a 0. So a 1 to 4, let's see what it would have been. That's a 4. So the ball was thrown to second. Perez's range is a 2. Does he prevent the ball from getting past him? Yes, he does. So it's just going to be a throwing error. So Kessinger will be safe at second. Brock will be safe at first. And that is an E6. Runners advance 1 base. And that is the 4th error on the Giants. Guess we know who the buck is and who the windshield is. Yep. As I said, sometimes you get the bear and sometimes the bear gets you. Runners at first and second. That's an E6. And right now, I forget who the manager was of the Giants that time, but whoever he is right now, I'm pretty sure he's in the clubhouse having a gold one. Or maybe, or at least probably more than just one, I'm sure. Runners at first and second, nothing going right for the poor Giants. Here's Ted Simmons. I know Steeler fan was loving this because his Giants did something to his Astros last year, something he doesn't want to discuss about. Some guy named Bill Swift come to mind. I thought he forgave him already. Here's Ted Simmons. Simmons is, let me see here. He is 1 for 1, 2, 3. He's 1 for 4. Runners at first and second. Infield still halfway. Williams will pitch. 1-5. That's a blank. Simmons will swing. 4-4, and that is a base hit to center field for Ted Simmons. Kessinger's base running rating is a 3. Single to center, +2 is a 5. Center fielder Thomason is a 0. It's for the 20th run, why not? A 1 to 5, Kessinger will score. Yes, he does. He does score on the 1. And because of that, we got to see where the rest of the base runners do. That is a 4. Brock will not be able to go to third because his base running rating is a 3, and Ted Simmons stays at first. So Kessinger comes in to score. Runners will only advance 1 base, and yet we've reached it for the first time ever. The score is now 20-1. Bill Rigney. Okay, thank you, Bill Rigney. 20-1. And still 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th. And here's Willie Crawford. Crawford has reached base every single time, and he's scored every single time. He has 2 bases, was walked 3 times, and he's come in to score every single time. He's 2 for 2, but 5 for 5 in scoring. And Williams is now tired. And he's just going to pitch. Williams, 6-2. And that is a single up the middle, and that's going to take him out of the game. It's a single 1. Right up the middle, that is a tired 1. He's done. Brock's base running rating is a 3, and yes, he will score from second. Simmons, his base running rating is a 2, and he will not make third. He has to hold at second base. Crawford holds at first, 21-1. And that's it for Williams. I have no choice. He has to come out. Coming on to pitch now, that now will be Keith Hernandez. And Hernandez is 3-4. He is 3 for 4, 2 singles, a double, and walked. Coming on to pitch now for the Giants is going to be Randy Moffett. He's their closer. Randy Moffett, 6 wins, 6 losses, 14 saves, a 2.27 ERA. The infield remains halfway. Moffett will pitch to Hernandez, 21-1. Moffett, 5-2, that's a blank. Hernandez will swing 2-3 against a righty. That's a single past third base. Unbelievable. It just won't end. Simmons' base running rating is a 2. He will not score, though. He has to stop at third on a single past third from second. He will not be able to score, and the bases are loaded. And this game is getting out of hand. This game has been out of hand. That is a very possible that could happen, my basement. I only have him as high as 25. I never thought I'd see a game right now like this. Bases low, and if Heidi Cruz hits a home run, that's it. Infield halfway, 1 out. Randy Moffett will pitch to Heidi Cruz. Cruz, 2 doubles, a single, and a homer. He needs a triple for the cycle. Moffett will pitch. 1-6, strikeout 9. Got him. He struck him out. He gets Cruz on a K. 2 outs. And now Mike Tyson. Tyson doesn't have a hit at all. He's reached on it, but he's reached base 3 times, 2 walks and an error. He scored once. Tyson is the only player who has not joined the hit parade in this disaster. Moffett will pitch. 6-1 against a righty. That's a walk plus 10. He's going to walk Tyson. That becomes a 17. That's a 10, and he walks in a run 22-1. If I have to make more tokens after this game, I may just have to. Because if this happens before, it'll happen again. 22-1 is the score. No, people, your screens are not, you're not seeing things. That is a 2-2 on the scoreboard. And the batter now is Lynn McGlothlen, who's the pitcher. And McGlothlen, I think if you're the Cardinals, I think you just let him bat. If you were to pull him for a pinch hitter here, I think that would be insulting. They're going to let him bat. He's tired, but they're going to let him bat. Why use any of your, pretty much you're giving your bullpen a day off. Moffett will pitch to McGlothlen, and McGlothlen has a hit in this game. 5-3. Range play at the park. You got to be kidding me. Busch Stadium, 2-1. That's grounded at the plate, and that is Dave Rader. Rader's range is a 2. Can he make the play? Yes, he does. Whoa, he got it. And he'll throw to first to get McGlothlen out, and the inning is over. Grounded at the plate on a range play, but Dave Rader gets it, and he throws to first to get McGlothlen and ends the inning. 3 more runs come in to score on 1, 2, 3, 4 hits, and another error. After 7, 22-1 Cardinals. And that's the second time the Cardinals have batted around or sent 9 men to the plate. We go to the top of the 8th inning, 22-1. McGlothlen is tired. Gary Matthews will lead off for the Giants. The Giants pretty much are just embarrassed right now. McGlothlen will pitch. 3-4. That's a double question mark. That's going to get McGlothlen out of the game. That's a double question mark. Matthews, a righty. A 1 would be a single up the middle. That's a 4. It's too high. Matthews will swing, though, for 6. He flies out to left. And that is out number 1. But that double question mark gets McGlothlen out of the game. He is done. Fly out to left. So McGlothlen will leave. And the Cardinals will go to the bullpen. Next batter for the Giants is Bobby Mercer. Let's see who the Cardinals want to bring up to pitch this. They're going to go with left-hander Mike Wallace. 3 wins, 2 losses, 2 saves, a 4.07 ERA. Mike Wallace will pitch to Bobby Mercer. Yes, the fans cheer for his performance. Absolutely. Yay! A 20, but then again, he really didn't have to do much. But he only allowed a run, so not bad. Mercer is 0 for 3. Wallace will pitch. 5-5. Strikeout. 18. No. Mercer swings. 3-3. Single into left field. Base hit for Mercer. Here comes the Giants rally. As my baseman asks, why does he leave on the double question mark? There are three results on every pitcher's matrix that if a pitcher is tired, okay, and there's an optional rule that I do use, it's optional, that if a result falls on S1, the double question mark, or K parentheses W, the optional rule is if it falls on this, the pitcher is exhausted and must leave the game. I do use that optional rule. It is in the book. It's an optional book. It's an optional rule, so you can use it. I do. It states that the pitcher is exhausted. He's had enough. And you take him out automatically. It's optional. You don't have to use it. But I do. Because, I just say, the pitcher might say, hey, look, I'm done. Get me out of here. As Salvador America says, rally. Bobby Mercer on it first, gets a base hit. Here's Darrell Evans. Evans is 1 for 3. Wallace will pitch. 6-1. That's at the park. Busch Stadium. 2-5. Single. Possible double into center field. Mercer automatically makes third base on that. Evans rounding first. He's going to try for second. I have to follow that rule. That's a single to center. The ball is hit to Mumphrey. His arm rating is a 0. Evans' base running rating is a 4. A 1 to 4, Evans makes it to second. A 5, he holds at first. A 6, he's out. He's safe. He gets to second base. Mercer automatically makes third. So here comes the rally, as that is now a double for Darrell Evans. And now here's Ken Reitz. Reitz is 2 for 3. The rally is on. Runners at second and third. The Giants got 21 runs to make up. Hey, you never know. Mike Wallace will go ahead and pitch. 2-4. Hit by pitch. 2. No. Reitz will swing. Reitz 5-6. It's a base hit pass short. It's a single for Reitz. Mercer comes in to score. Darrell Evans' base running rating is a 4. And he will score from second. So Reitz gets himself a 2 RBI single. And the score is now 22-3. Here come the Giants. 2 RBI single by Reitz. Now a 22-3 ball game. The next batter is Chris Spire. Infield will go halfway. You're very welcome, my friend. Wallace will pitch. Spire is 0 for 1. 3-4 from Wallace. Against the righty, that's blank. Spire will swing. 6-2. Fly out to right. 2 down. Reitz stays at first. And the pitcher is now due up, Randy Moffett. And what inning is this? The 8th? The pitcher is due up to hit. The Giants only got two more pitchers in the bullpen. Actually, they got 3. Moffitt's going to come out, and they're going to have Daryl Thomas come on to pinch hit. So here's Daryl Thomas, 232 average, 2 homers, 19 RBIs. Thomas will pitch. We'll bat against Mike Wallace here. Stadium, wait, no, they no longer give us rat's arse. They no longer give a rat's ass. Infield is back. Wallace will pitch to Thomas. 1-6, that's a strikeout. 12, no. Thomas will swing away. 1-4, and he grounds it to second to end the inning. But the Giants are on their way to a big rally. 2 runs on 3 hits. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It is a close game. It's 22-3. What is the largest deficit overcome? Somebody could probably research that, could probably Google that question. I don't know historically. I don't know offhand. I know 11 was a big deficit, but they didn't lose. I don't think they lost the game. I don't think that was that game between the A's and Kansas City when the Athletics were going for their 20th win in a row in Moneyball, and they were like 11. They were up 11-0, and Kansas City came back. They lost though. The A's still won that game. Jerry Mumphrey leads off for the Cardinals in the bottom of the 8th. Victor Marotti joins us here at Busch Stadium, watching the disaster unfold. Do I know who Randy Moffitt's sister is? Please tell me. I don't know. Coming on to pitch for the Giants is going to be Gary Lavelle. 10 wins, 6 losses, 12 saves, a 2.69 ERA. Lavelle is the eighth Giants pitcher in this game. Bottom of the 8th, 22-3. Billie Jean King. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Thank you, sir. 2 outs. Bottom of the 8th. My girl Coco Gauff won a title in Italy, though. I am a bit of a tennis fan. 22-3. Mumphrey will bat. Mumphrey he's 4 for 6. Pitch from Lavelle, 5-2. That's at the park. Busch Stadium, 5-4. Star 3, ground out to third. And that is out number 1. Next up is Don Kessinger. Kessinger is 1 for 6. Lavelle will pitch. 4-4. Range play. Kessinger swings. 2-6. It's a fly ball to left field. That's it to Matthews. Jeez. His range is a 1. Nope. Single or double? Single for Don Kessinger. He gets a base hit. Single for Kessinger. He holds it first. And the batter will be Lou Brock. Indians came back 14-2. 15-14 is the biggest you're seeing in 2001. Okay? Well, we'll see if the Giants can do it in the top of the 9th inning. Kessinger on it first. The infield is halfway. Lavelle will pitch to Brock. 2-3. Strikeout. 16. No. Brock will swing. 5-5. Line drive right to short. That's caught. Don Kessinger will be double on a 1. Kessinger is thrown out at first. No, he gets back. 2 outs. Line drive to short, 2 down. And now here's Ted Simmons. 2 outs. The infield is back. Lavelle will pitch to Simmons. And that's a 4-5. That's a blank. Lavelle is not tired. Simmons will swing. 5-6. Ground ball right back to Lavelle. He's got it. Throws to first, and the side is retired. No runs, a hit. So the Cardinals scored no runs in the first, scored no runs in the 8th, but scored a run in every inning from 2 to 7. So it looks like I don't have to worry about running out of markers because 25 was as high as I could go, but looks like I'm going to have to print some extras because if this happened before, it'll happen again. After 8 innings of play, the Cardinals lead 22-3. Will we see some 9th inning magic? Or in this case, a 9th inning miracle? I don't know. Is there anything bigger than a miracle? Top of the 9th inning, 22-3. Dave Rader leads off for the Giants. Mike Wallace, he's pitched to 6 batters. He's tired. They're going to take him out. Actually, no, they'll let him back. They'll let him pitch. Mike Wallace is tired. They'll let him pitch a little longer, though. So will we see some 9th inning magic? Let's see. Here's Dave Rader. Rader is 0 for 1. Grounded out his first time up. He took over on a double switch off of Mark Hill. Wallace is tired. Here's the pitch, though. 5-3. And that's a base hit right up the middle, and that's going to take Wallace out. That's a single one. That is a fatigue result. Rader will get to first. And the magic is on. What? Even in a 22-3 game, did you still expect a 1-2-3 closing inning at RJL 5-1-8? I think not. Wallace will leave the game, though. That isn't his fatigue result. He will come out. And the next batter is Gary Thomason for the Giants. So they have the leadoff batter on. So here comes the rally. Left, right, right. They're going to let Eric Rasmussen come on to pitch. 6 wins, 12 losses, a 3.53 ERA. Rasmussen's going to try to get the save. Just try to end the game. Ain't no save chance. Rader on it first. Rasmussen will pitch to Thomason. 22-3. Rasmussen with the pitch. 3-3. Against the lefty, that's a blank. Thomason swings. 1-6. Ground ball to second base, and they turn the double play. 2-0. The infield is still halfway. 3. Shortstop, Kessinger, +1 is 4. No! Rader gets to second. The throw goes to first for out number 1. As it was a slow rolling grounder, the only play was to first. So ground ball to second, but Rader gets to second base. And the batter will be Marty Perez. Perez is 2 for 3, single and a double. Infield is now back. Rasmussen will pitch. 3-1, hit by pitch. 11, no. Perez will swing. 5-4, and that's a base hit past third. It's a single for Marty Perez. Dave Rader's base running rating is a 3. He will not be able to score. He has to hold it third. And the Giants are in business. Down by 19 runs. Here's Gary Matthews. Matthews is 0 for 3. Runners at the corners. Rasmussen trying just to get the game done. 1 out. Rasmussen with the pitch. 2-6. Strikeout 6. Got him. Struck out Matthews. 2 down. And now the last chance for the Giants in this big-time rally is Bobby Mercer. Mercer is 1 for 4, so I know Mercer can get the Giants closer. On this big-time rally, 19 runs down. They need 20 to take the lead. Rasmussen will pitch. 5-4. That's a blank. Mercer swings. 5-1. Line drive right to short. And Kessinger puts up the glove, block, and the ball goes right into it. That's your game. The St. Louis Cardinals absolutely exterminate the San Francisco Giants tonight, 22-3. Automatic Game of the Year candidate. And of course, I'll go ahead and write that on there. Automatic Game of the Year candidate. 22-3, most runs I've ever had in any game, and a 19-run deficit is the most deficit of any game either. Brandon Baker joins us here at Busch Stadium. Started streaming 106 minutes ago. Don't go away. Final line score and the 10-minute ticker coming up. Well, if you want to know why I started streaming 106 minutes ago, you look at the scoreboard and you'll see why. Unless, of course, you were lurking the whole time, which you probably were. Lurker. Brandon Baker is such a lurker. Such a lurker. Dude, I've been here a guy who was a measly 3-0. So I do not run out of markers, but I may have to add a few more just to make sure, because that got close. Feels like 306 minutes. I know, right? That's not the longest game I had. The longest game, I think, I had 2 games that were 3 hours long. The Cardinals Expos game in that division series, and I did a Cubs Mets game, one of my first games of Payoff Pitch. That lasted about 3 hours. That was I think that was a 14-5 game, or 14-7. I don't know. That was a high-scoring game. I know that was too. Give me a minute. Adding up this line score is going to take a little time. See, no run. There were no runs and 1 hit in that inning. I might need the calculator. There's a score sheet there because you wanted to see it. For the Cardinals, 22 runs on 21 hits and no errors. For the Giants, 3 runs on 9 hits and 4 errors. The winning pitcher is McGlothlen. Montefusco takes the loss, and there obviously is no save. So there's your scoreboard. There's your scorebook for you there. No problem. When you look at when you go ahead and look at the replay, you can take a picture of it if you wish. Not a problem. It is time for the 10-minute ticker, brought to you by FastScore Baseball of Replay Sports. 22-3. There are a lot of diamonds on that sheet. Yes, there is. A lot of diamonds. And I'm pretty sure I didn't miss any. I'm usually pretty good on the score sheet. I'm usually pretty good. White Sox taking on the Red Sox. The White Sox have a 10. That is a 42, and that is 4 runs. Boston has a 16, 23, and that is going to be 3 runs. The White Sox will beat the Red Sox. Cleveland taking on California. Cleveland has an 8, 41, and that is 3 runs. The Angels have a 6, 6-3, and that is, let's see, that's 6-63, and that is 6 runs. So California beats Cleveland. How many of those runs are unearned? I really don't know, and I really don't track that stat. I don't track that kind of stat. Out of the 22 runs with all the errors, I'm going to say maybe a quarter of them were unearned. Possibly, maybe out of the 22 runs, maybe 6 probably weren't earned, maybe 7. It's very possible. Minnesota at Milwaukee. Minnesota with a 12, 42, and that is 4. Milwaukee has a 10, 65. They'll get an 8. They'll beat the Twins. Kansas City taking on the Yankees. Kansas City has a 10, 52, and that is 5, as Salvador America says, rigged. Yankees have a 10, 22, and the Royals will win that game as the Royals beat the Yankees. Yankees take a hard loss. Baltimore at Oakland. Baltimore with an 11, 31, and that is 3. Oakland has a 14, 24, and that is also 3. So we have extras. Baltimore has a 2 clutch. 2 plus 6 is 8. Oakland has a -1 clutch. They can't win. So 1 minus 1 is 0. So that's 8 runs I'm going to give Baltimore. So Baltimore is going to win that game 11-3. Detroit taking on Texas. Detroit has a 5, 15, and that is 1. Texas has a 14, 42, and that is 5 runs. The Texas Rangers will beat the Tigers. Pittsburgh taking on Atlanta. Pittsburgh has a 13, 34, and that is 4. The Braves have a 10, 15, and that is going to be 1. The Pirates are now playing some pretty good baseball. Padres and the Cubs. Padres with an 8, 66, and that is 9 runs for the Padres. The Cubs have a 10, 46, and no, I'm sorry, the Cubs have a 9. Cubs have a 9, 46, and that is 5 runs. The Padres will beat the Cubs. Mets taking on the Astros. Jerry Koosman on the mound for my Mets. They got a 9. I need a high roll. And I get an 11, which is a 0. Man, the dice are killing my Mets. Houston has a 4. They get a 23. That'll be a win for the Astros as they beat the Mets 1-0. Cincinnati taking on Montreal. Reds have a 15, 56, and that is 7 runs. The Expos have a 2, 21, and that is 1 run. This one belongs to the Reds. Dodgers taking on Philadelphia. Dodgers have a 7, a 41, and that is 3 runs. The Phillies have an 11, 43, and that is 4 runs. The Phillies will beat the Dodgers. Moving on to July 8th, Minnesota taking on Boston. Minnesota has a 14, 61, and that is 7. For the Twins, Boston has a 12, 64, and that is 8 runs. The Red Sox will win that game. Texas taking on Milwaukee. Texas has a 9, 15, and that is 1 run. Milwaukee has an 8, 12, and that is 0. Texas will beat the Brewers. White Sox against the Yankees. White Sox have a 9, 24. That's 2 runs. Yankees have a 14, 62. They'll crush them. That is 8 runs. And the Yankees continue to run away with the American League East. Baltimore taking on Oakland. Baltimore has an 11, 26, and that is 3 runs. Oakland has a 7. 54, and that is 5 runs. Oakland will beat Baltimore. Mets taking on the Braves. Tom Seaver on the mound for the Mets. I got a 13. I better win this. 23. Ugh. And that's only 3 runs. Atlanta, though, has a 3. I need a 41 or lower from the Braves. 26. Yep, we got a happy recap as the Mets will win that game 3-2. Padres taking on the Cubs. Padres have an 11, 21, and that is 2 runs. The Cubs have a 5, 15, and that is 1 run. The Padres will beat the Cubs. Montreal taking on Houston. The Expos have a 13, 36, and that's 4 runs for the Spos. The Astros have an 8, 64. That's going to be 7, and the Astros win another 1. And that is your 10-minute ticker tonight. If your team won tonight, congratulations. If they didn't, there's always tomorrow. And tomorrow it will be the Kansas City Royals taking on the Detroit Tigers. Dennis Leonard goes up against the Bird, Mark Fidrich, tomorrow night. As we get Mark Fidrich on the board, that because David Baseball Demos wants to see Fidrich in a game in my season, so I'm going to give him one. Kansas City at Detroit tomorrow. And then I'm going to give you a quick sneak preview real fast. The game on the 11th, so tomorrow is Monday. Tuesday will be July 11th. It will be the Los Angeles Dodgers taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. The Cardinals will be shown again. They'll be hosting the Dodgers. It'll be Bert Hooton versus Eric Rasmussen. After that game, prepare yourselves for the All-Star break. I'll take a 1-day break, then have the All-Star game, and then have another day break, and then continue July. We have the All-Star game this week, 1976, and we are using the rosters, from that game for the All-Star game. So the All-Star game is this week, and that means that game will be, I believe, Friday, I think. Let's see, I'm playing tomorrow, then playing Wednesday, having a break Thursday, then Friday. So the All-Star game, the 1976 All-Star game will be Friday. So don't miss that one. That should be a lot of fun. 2 hours. Damn. Steeler fan, Brian Patterson, Salvador America, Brandon Baker, Midlife Crisis. Let's see here. Victor Marati, My Basement Media Productions, Michael Peterson, D. Shrek. Tribe Fan 879, ID Jester, Peter Bergs. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Please leave a like on your way out through the turnstiles. I'm pretty sure this game deserved it. Subscribe if you've not done so, and make sure you hit that bell. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart, stay strong. And I will see you guys, tomorrow. St. Louis Cardinals absolutely destroy the poor San Francisco Giants 22-3 tonight. We'll see you guys next time. Have a good one. See you later.